People are gonna hate on me, but like honestly, bro, I don't give a fuck. Whole lot of red, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Whole lot of red.
Boy, I was hoping you would say that too.
Let me say whole lot of red all the time. I don't give a
got
fuck.
Whole Lot of Red is top 5 best rap albums.
Yes.
Albums
Yes.
all time.
Yes.
I swear to God, that's in my
Exactly.
top 5.
No, a Whole Lot of Red is fucking legendary.
It's a great body of work. Anyone that says Whole Lot of Red is trash, listen again, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's
It's been like 2 years. You're still hating on a Whole Lot of Red. Like, come
exactly.
on, bro.
And bro, when I was at the Forum and at that concert, that was one of the best nights ever. Not even trying to be on Cardi's meat, but that was one of like the best.
Nah, bro. Cardi shows are different. I don't care.
Different.
Yeah. She wanna kick it with me and my friends. Damn, she wanna come to the top floor, but she won't come down again. And I get straight to the teachers like nachos, nigga. I don't need no friends. Damn, I throw the green up like Peter Pan. I put that rich shit all on my pants. I got a rich bitch coming again, and I got an ice rich freeze in my hand. Fuck, I got me a white bitch, I'm not her man. But if she suck dick good, she get her mans. Me and my main bitch, we in there, motherfucker kicking up. Somebody pass me my mans. I'm feeling lane switch, I got the little whip kicked out. Hope I don't crash it again. I got.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, JAYDEN HANZY. We're here for another episode, JAYDEN HANZY Talks. Now, in this episode, I got a really special guest. And we're going to get into how we became to this point, but I got a really special guest. And before we get into him, like always, I got to have some housekeeping. You know what I'm saying? You already know where to find me. It should be popping up on the screen. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been tuning in. Y'all really been making my dream come true. And we only going vertical from here. You know what I'm saying? We not stopping. We just going to keep staying consistent, keep going forward, right? So now I kind of want to get into you. So one, I just want you to introduce yourself. You can start off by saying like your social media, all that, and then get into your name and give us like a little background for the people who may not know you as well as I do. So
for sure, man. Well, my name is Emwell. You can find me anywhere on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Emwell, EMWELL_.
I'll put that on the screen for you.
Facts. Yeah, so I don't really know how to describe what I do. I kind of just, I'm like, because I'm new to this, well, I'm not new to this shit, but like, I do a lot of hip hop content for this page called Our Generation Music.
Yes.
I make a lot of videos, I interview rappers, I interview fans. I just try to cover the culture, man. Same thing he's doing right here. Like, you know, so I guess my real title is digital creator or modern journalist. I don't know if that even. You know what I mean?
Kind of like that, yeah.
So yeah, man. I just I'm in the underground rap scene, I guess, or you know. I guess
definitely that's fire. That's fire. So before we get deeper into like what you do and everything, I just want to say a little bit. Can you start off by like just telling us how it all started, like where you're from, blah blah blah, how you got to the point where you are now? Just let us know.
Absolutely. So I'm actually from San Diego, California.
Which is so ironic because I go to school in San Diego. I live in Los Angeles. It's crazy.
You told me that before. That's wild. Small world. But yeah, I'm from San Diego. I've lived there basically my whole life. I moved to LA like 7 months ago, and then I took the risk. I was in a dark place last year, and I was just very comfortable. I was too comfortable there. I love San Diego, that's home, but like
you just had to see something
different.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
They call it America's finest city for a reason, bro. It's way too chill. I had to get out of my comfort zone, and I had to make a move. And so I took the risk. I moved to LA, and then I don't know. Things just worked out. I got hired by Our Generation Music.
That's fire.
And then I guess like that's just that. Now I'm here. You know what I mean? It's been 7 months, and so much has happened. So yeah.
Definitely. So let me ask you, because this is something I like going to school out in San Diego. Me personally, I like Los Angeles better than San Diego. I want to ask you, since you're from San Diego, what you like more, Los Angeles or San Diego?
Oh man.
Because it's similar, but it's different vibes.
Okay, see, the thing is, I have not been here for a year yet. I have not been in LA for a year yet.
So wait, what month did you move here? November, was that?
October, I think.
October.
Yeah. I can't count also. So if it's not 7 months or 8 months, I don't even know. But yeah, like I'm gonna say LA more right now because this city has really changed my life. Like everything that I'm doing right now, I've been wanting to do for years. I've been like everything that I've manifested this, bro. Like I've worked my way up from, you know, because I used to do content in San Diego too, and like it didn't really work out because the scene over there is just, you know, again, not to hate on my home, my city, but it's like it's not it just wasn't it over there, you know? And like I've done so much here for myself, and there's just too much going on over here, you know? And I like it a lot. So as far as that goes, like career-wise, like way better. I mean, the only thing I would say is that like LA is just it's way too crowded sometimes.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
man.
too crowded. The traffic sucks. I mean, that's really just what it is. There's just too many people there. But that's the only thing. But there's a reason why so many people want to be here, you know?
Yeah,
So,
definitely. It's a fireplace, but
Right.
I want to second that on what you said about it being crowded, because like when I'm out in San Diego, I consider San Diego as like a little brother to LA, because
Yes.
it's like it's the same vibe. You have your downtown, you have your beaches,
Exactly.
you have your homeless areas, but then like just like LA, but LA is just so crowded, so many
Exactly.
people, so many
Exactly.
different varieties of people. So I personally would say Los Angeles is better, but I enjoy my time out in San Diego. It
Right.
gives me a balance.
Right,
You know?
and you know, San Diego, that's gonna be my home forever. You know, if I want,
Forever.
if I want to just chill out, you know, I'm gonna be in San Diego and like see my family, my friends. You know, that's home forever. But as far as like everything I'm trying to do creatively and everything I'm trying to do in my career, like LA is just the place to be.
LA's the
man.
place, exactly.
LA is the place
So,
to be.
For anyone watching, if you want to do creation or whatever, you need to come to LA. 'cause
No,
that's
you
the place where to be.
you really do. I'm not saying there's not a creative scene in San Diego, because there probably is. But I mean, like I don't know, bro. Like, use me as an example, man. Like I really took the risk. I was in a dark place last year. I wasn't really doing anything. Well, I was, but like not what I really wanted to do. And I took a risk and I came here, and life has changed. And that
Definitely,
could happen
life's
to you, bro.
different. Yeah, it can happen to you. You put the work in, like the both of us are trying to do. It can happen to you. So
Exactly.
now I think that was a good conversation about the two hometowns. But I kind of want to, before we get into what I really want to get into, I want to just, you probably didn't know I was going to say this, but I've noticed just seeing you on the internet and now knowing you, having a connection with you, you always are wearing WWE shirts. And look, hold on, even though I have a hoodie on, I don't know why
I should have worn a WWE shirt
Look,
today.
I
fuck.
have a Stone Cold. Steve
Yo,
Austin
that's
shirt.
fire.
But I want to ask
Fuck,
you.
damn, you should have told me to wear a WWE shirt.
I want to ask you because, like, I was when I was younger, I was the biggest WWE
Oh,
fan.
yeah.
Like, I had a John Cena, one of the classic shirts, right? So I want to just speak a little bit about WWE because I'm sure you're the same way. You would like WWE when you were
Hell
younger.
yeah.
Who are your favorite wrestlers all time? WWE specifically.
Oh yeah. My favorite wrestlers all time, man. That's a really good question. If I had to like narrow it down, it'd be CM Punk.
That's my favorite too. That's
bro, see,
that's fire, that's fire,
this is
bro.
why we twin. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're locked in.
That's
But yeah,
fire.
CM Punk for sure. You know, obviously John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena's the GOAT.
Jeff Hardy. Randy Orton, and then probably The Undertaker. Honestly,
That's a fire list right there.
It's really hard because there's so many amazing,
So
wrestlers,
many,
so
really.
many great people. But like, I think that's probably my top five. for
Yeah,
sure.
me personally, I would say CM Punk's number one. Then I'm going Stone Cold.
Okay.
Then I'm going Shawn Michaels. Then I'm going Triple H.
Yeah,
my
see,
fifth?
see,
I don't
the people use list. I completely, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
you
really,
understand.
If I really could just like narrow it down to like it's a tie between all those people.
Yeah,
It's
now
hard.
that's what your list is fire though,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
CM Punk, the real WWE fans know CM Punk's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Bro, he really is.
He's the GOAT, but
Yeah, thanks.
I just wanted to, because I always noticed that about you. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, every time I see you, you have either a Rey Mysterio. I think I've seen you in Stone Cold. I'm
Yup,
not sure.
yup.
It's like I thought that was super
Yeah,
cool.
bro.
but-
I just love the wrestling aesthetic too.
Yeah,
like the
it's
whole
fire.
Yeah, bro. Like a lot of my a lot of what I wear like comes from. Sometimes what I wear like comes from like wrestling shit. So.
Definitely. So I think
Yeah.
that's fire. I just wanted to touch on that. And also last thing before we get into what I really want to talk about, your hair. Now that's different. Your hair,
what I'm
I
saying?
think it's fire. You know what I'm saying? Having a different color in your hair, like some Dennis Rodman stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think that's fire. I want to ask you, like, when did you decide you wanted to step out and be different and
Bro,
change your colors and stuff?
So it's crazy, but a lot of y'all might not know this, but I actually used to have dread.
You know, I saw that today
Yes.
because I was looking at your Instagram and I was like, because I just
Yeah.
wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, what I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
talk about, and I saw that.
Yeah, well, not real dreads, but like locks. Like I had my hair like twisted and shit, and I had it for like 3 years. And like, yeah, bro, and like I decided to shave it off because it just wasn't. I mean, I was going through some shit, and like I feel like when you're going through something, you have to make some sort of change. It could be anything. It could, you know, like some people get tattoos, some people, you know, pierce themselves. For me, it was like I'm gonna shave my head off. So I shaved my head off. It was like a rebirth, like evolution kind of thing. And then I shaved my head off, and I was like, man, like I wanna bleach my head. So I started off by like coloring my hair, like just normal like bleach blonde. And then from there, I was just like, I gotta start coloring it. So then I just started going crazy with the colors, bro. Like I really like different, I also just really like colors. And I want to stand out, and I guess this is just one of the ways I want to stand out.
I know definitely it adds to your character, because when I first was like, because I'm a big fan of our generation, and we're gonna get into that.
Right.
But when I first saw you, I was like, who is this guy with a Rey Mysterio shirt on and colored hair? So I think you should keep it, because it's cool. It's something different, and it adds to your character. But yeah, so that's enough about like the miscellaneous stuff I wanted to talk about. But getting actually into our generation. So you mentioned that you were Oh wait, we got too sidetracked. I forgot to speak about how we met, like I like to do with all my. Silly me, bro. I forgot to say that. So how we met, I'll say the story because I was the one who engaged with you, and then now we have a good bond. But so boom, this is 3 weeks ago. I'm at a concert. Lancey Foe, one of the best artists in 2022, hands down, in my opinion, hands down. Him and Destroy Lonely, but we're gonna get into that too. But so it's kind of a long story, and you don't even know this story, but I had a camcorder, and I was planning on vlogging the concert, and then vlogging outside of the line, like asking people questions or whatever, blah, 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 right? So him and I, my boy behind the camera, shout out Josh, him and I, we went to the concert, right? And as soon as we get there, one of the security guards said, you can't bring that camera inside. So I'm like, dang, you can't bring a camera inside of
I'm telling you that. See, that's another thing you gotta understand.
You gotta learn how to finesse.
Wait, bro, like you're doing your thing, you're trying to like do all this shit, like you're gonna have to finesse, bro.
Exactly.
Like
so
it's hard, and like venues are just really annoying with cameras and stuff like that.
Exactly. So you already know my pain.
Exactly.
But yeah. So then so I gave the camera back to my mom, right? Because he said we couldn't bring it in. I didn't want to risk not having my camera at the end of the day. So that kind of off-put me when it came to doing the public interviews and vlogging a concert. But then, so I was kind of in a bad mood because of that. So then my boy Josh, who's behind the camera, he said, bro, you should just do it. You never know what can happen, right? So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna just do it, right? And I was literally forcing myself to do it. The reason why I didn't post that content, because I didn't like my mood in it. But then eventually, so I'm interviewing someone, and I see Emwell come up, and obviously I knew who he was, because like I said, I'm a big fan of Our Generation Music and their YouTube channel. Shout out to them. So I see Emwell, and I'm recording. I'm like, Emwell, I got to get you on the vlog, right? So then I asked him a few questions, and I had tell him that I tried to DM him like 5-6 times, right? Because I wanted to start working with Our Generation, because that would be a dream come true, working with you, Hakeem, and all the people in the crew, right? And then he was like, I realized you were super down to earth. You were super understanding of how it is trying to jumpstart, you know what I'm saying, and get into the business. And then you follow me on Instagram, and then I tapped in with you saying I wanted to get you on the podcast, and that's where we are now.
Yeah, bro. I felt
it's
so
a crazy
bad.
story.
Yeah, because he actually did DM me, and like I read all the messages. I was like, oh, fuck.
Nah, you're good.
So my DMs are flooded. Like it's crazy, but like, bro, like you're doing what I was doing before. Bro, I used to DM fucking Adam22 like every day. Like, bro, let me work for No Jumper, like, or fucking Vlad TV. Like, yo, like, let me intern for you guys, or you know what I mean? Like, just tapping in with all these different people. They never hit me back, obviously. But
it's like that.
But yeah, exactly. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm glad we ran into each other.
Thank you.
Sure.
Exactly. I'm glad we did too, because now we're here, and you taught me a lot, just even from our conversations already. But I just had to mention that, because like I like to do all my new guests, I think that's an important story to where we are right now. But now officially I want to get into what like you have going on. So Our Generation Music, shout out to them again, because hopefully one day I can start working for them. But I want you to speak a little bit about that. Like, how's your experience been so far working with them? And then we're going to get a little bit deep into that, but just start off there. How's that been, you know?
Dude, yeah, bro. I mean, Our Generation Music has really changed my life. Excuse me. I've wanted this kind of job for the longest time, and it kind of just happened. They reposted one of my videos, like last summer, actually. I think literally like right around this time, they reposted one of my videos, and then like because Our Generation really was my favorite hip hop page.
Right, exactly. I watched all the interviews.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like I would always like repost their stuff and then comment on their on their posts and shit like that. And then they reposted one of my videos, and I DM'd them, and I was like, hey, like, I thank you so much for the repost. You guys are my favorite page. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, cool, we got you with the credit. And then we just kept going back and forth, and then we just started. I talked to one of the guys who is now my boss. His name's Mikey. He's one of the co-founders of our generation. We messaged each other, and then we ended up hopping on a phone call, and then I ended up doing content for them, and then a month later they hired me officially.
That's fire.
I know, bro. It's insane. So yo, shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot.
Definitely,
really.
and everything shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot, exactly. So yeah, and like since then, man, like I've gone up ever since. It's just I've been doing a lot more. I started off just by doing TikToks, and then eventually I started going out more. I started doing my normal, the stuff that you guys all see, the fan videos, the short rapper interviews, and then yeah, man, I just been going up since then. It's been nothing but a dream so far. So and I'm only gonna go up from here. So
definitely, I think that's fire. That's kind of how I've been trying to. You know what I'm saying? Get started with our generation, because I understand like it takes to get to that point, you have to have a platform built already, and that's why I've just been grinding, trying to network, trying to meet as many people as I can, so I can maybe get my foot into the door, even if it's not a place like our generation, even if it's just through my own stuff or through No Jumper or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Because I really see myself doing media stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want to separate myself from the people who are already doing media and who have already laid the
and you're already doing it, bro.
Exactly.
You're already doing it.
Exactly.
I was doing the same thing, bro. Like the reason why they found me is because I had a following on TikTok.
Exactly.
And so that was like through my own like content. Like I would make a lot of like rap content videos. I would do all these commentary videos. I would go to concerts and like just record the show and stuff like that. And sometimes I kind of miss it. I kind of miss being.
Yeah, you had told me that.
Yeah,
that
sometimes I kind of miss doing my own thing. But I mean, obviously I'm not gonna take down this opportunity. But I mean, you're doing the right thing, bro. Like you're doing your own shit. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, because I was doing the same thing.
Exactly. So that's definitely some inspiration right there to just keep grinding no matter, you know what I'm saying? You never know who's watching. And yeah, so kind of getting into your experiences so far. Now, how does that like all work when I'm assuming that the boss tells you that, oh, I need you to go to this show, do interviews and stuff. How does all of that work?
So that's funny because they don't do that.
Oh, so it's basically on your own whim?
Yeah, like they'll be like, oh, I think you should do this, but like, man, everything I've done so far, bro, it kind of just like, I was just, I'm gonna do this because like I said, like I was hired to just do TikTok. You know what I mean? So like technically I was paid to just not even do what I'm doing right now. It was kind of just like, yeah, make the TikToks, and then we'll pay you for that. But I really just started going outside and like doing everything that I'm doing right now. So I wanted to go the extra mile, and like and when me doing that, like going the extra mile as far as like doing more than what I'm asked to do, like now they're putting me on the YouTube channel, now they're putting me on like,
which is fire.
Exactly. Now they're starting to put me on different platforms. So yeah, like what was the question again? Sorry. I get sidetracked.
Nah, you're good. I was looking at my my little schedule, but it was like, how does that go? Well, you answered it.
Right. So how does it work? Yeah. So yeah, they don't really tell me like what to do. They kind of recommend stuff, but like everything I've done so far, I'm kind of just like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go shoot here. Because I'm already tapped in anyways.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I already see all the shows. I see what what events is happening. So I kind of just go and I shoot.
So when you get like, because I've watched pretty much all the ones you've done. I've watched the Lucky one, the one with Yeet. That was crazy. And I was at the Lancey one.
Right.
Let me ask you again, when is that dropping? Because I appeared in that vlog, and I just low-key want to see myself if I look good.
I know. We're working on it right now. I'm not really sure what the date is. It's just like, we have, dude, like with what I'm doing, what Hakeem's doing, and like this other stuff that we have in the vault right now, there's just too much in the vault.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
So it's like, we're kind of like trying to space everything out. But I mean, we're going to try to drop that as soon as possible.
Yeah, hopefully as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they cut me out in there, but hopefully they left me in, and you'll see me in there. But I want to ask you, like, how do you get so connected with the artist to where you can go backstage and see Lucky? I saw you did something with Lancey. So
right.
how do you like get, you know what I'm saying? How do you get that tapped in with them?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, bro, you got to finesse, but also like, I'm working for our generation, so a lot of the times, like they know who we are, and so we kind of hit up different managers, we hit up venues, and just see like, oh, are we allowed to shoot this? Like, we want to talk with the artists and stuff, and it's all just about networking. Like, you find certain people in the industry that you can get connected with, and then you just you try to find you go through the whole web of who they're networked with, and then you kind of just finesse You know what I mean? Like with Lancey, I had a. With Lancey, we were just lucky because they had already done stuff with Lancey before. So,
that was one of my favorite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you know we already connected with their managers and stuff. Like, you know, there's different shows. It's like it's all different.
Yeah, definitely. I get you on that networking. What he said, networking
exactly.
is really the key.
And just talk to people, bro. That's the key. And just show your face at events, and like people will recognize you. That's really how it is too. Like, it's crazy because like what I'm doing now, like people do recognize me now. And I'm at a point where I can just be straight up and be like, oh, like I'm Emwell, I work for our generation. Like let me shoot some content for the show. You know?
Definitely, I think that's fire. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm not sure how many artists you've done backstage or talked with, but out of all of the ones you've talked with, interviewed, you know what I'm saying, who's been your favorite so far? And you can even say your least favorite. I don't know if you want to say your least favorite, but you can say like your favorite so far.
Yeah, maybe not least favorite, just because.
Don't want to get too political.
No, I don't. Not only that, but like I feel like for the most part, I've met a lot of the artists I've met were pretty cool. I mean. Obviously, I've dealt with like some managers who were not exactly the nicest people, which you're definitely gonna learn along the way. Managers, you know, they're either the coolest person ever or the worst person. So I don't know. But as far as like my most favorite, it's hard, man. Like I genuinely have had a good time with everyone I've interviewed, but I think now my favorite one was probably Jaleel. Listen, man, we're at the Jaleel show in LA.
Jaleel, yeah.
Jaleel, yeah. How was that? Who said that?
I was watching. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Probably Jaleel, Rico Nasty, or Midwest. I think those are probably like the three of my favorite ones that I've personally done.
I remember watching the Rico. Was the Rico Nasty one? Was that after the Cardi concert?
It was no, that was
Oh, was that Smokers Club?
No, it was Rolling Loud.
Oh,
I talked to
Rolling
Rico
Loud.
at Rolling Loud, and I like you know, we talk about finessing. I finessed that. We just went backstage. She literally got off. Like, she literally finished her set, and then I was just like, Rico, like, let me talk to you. And I was like super nervous, and then that kind of just happened.
Definitely, that's fire. So you said Jaleel.
Yep,
that was a good vlog.
Yeah, bro, I've been wanting to cover Jaleel for a long time, bro.
I know he's so psyched out. I think that's great. Like,
and he's genuinely like a good human being too.
Yeah, he seems like you're for real. But I think that's fire too. So if y'all haven't already, go watch his interviews that he's done on Our Generation. I'll go tag that and all that stuff. But I want to ask you, do you have any crazy experiences dealing with rappers? Because I'm sure, like, the rap lifestyle, especially all the different rappers you've done, you've probably seen some crazy stuff, or at least just been something like funny, memorable. You know what I'm saying? What do you have any experiences like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to, like, dude, so much stuff has happened that, like, it kind of just like, because like things happen and then it's the next thing. You know what I mean? And you're gonna learn that too, bro. Like, as when you do this content stuff and as you cover more and more artists, like, it's just things are just gonna, you know, whatever you did yesterday, like, it's not really gonna matter. Well, it's gonna matter, but like in your head, it's like you gotta move on to the next thing. But I don't really know, man. Like, as far as like crazy stories, I mean, it's just everything is just typical, like green rooms, like, you know, it's just everybody's just smoking. Or like, I don't know, and then like, you know, just hoes and shit. Like, you know what I mean, shit like that. I don't know. I can't really think of like a crazy story. Like, it's just, I mean, what's crazy to me is just me talking to my favorite artist. That's just crazy enough to me already. So I guess that's my crazy story. Sorry for being lame, but I don't really have one.
No, you're good. You're good. And that's actually a perfect transition into the next thing I want to talk about, which is just straight up music. Now, I've put Our Generation to the side. Also, hopefully, maybe Emwell could put in a good word for me, but Our Generation, I'm trying to grind so I can get on Our Generation. Come on, I look up to Emwell and Hakeem so much. It really, like, Hakeem is one of the reasons why I started this podcast, because I love what he does, sitting down, talking with people, you know what I'm saying? And you, like, being willing to go do backstage interviews, public interviews, I think that's so fire. So if anybody from Our Generation is watching this, JAYDEN HANZY wants to work for you. But kind of transitioning, I want to talk about music. Now, that's where all of this is centered around, is music, right? So I want to talk about, like, who are some of your favorite artists all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, you could say right now,
Okay.
like who's in your playlist, and then all time. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
right now it's like, I mean, I'm so invested in the underground and like
It's fire.
and, like, yeah, bro. I really believe the underground scene right now is like
The best has been since Cardi.
dude.
Uzi.
Yeah, I will say like it's like right now, right this very fucking moment, like it is it's in a historical time in rap music right now, especially in this scene. I've just always been a fan of like rising artists and like you know, that niche underground culture. So it's like, obviously, you know, I some of my favorites right now. It's hard because, you know, you gain relationships with certain artists and you kind of have to be biased towards them because they're naturally just good people, and so you want to support them. But like, as far as like favorites go, it's hard to really like list them because I really just fuck with like everyone on it. Not everyone, but like I fuck with
Majority.
a majority of like people who are rising, and you know, a lot of them are just really good people. But I guess like some of my favorites is just, there's too many to list, but like DC the Don, Dro Kenji, Midwest, you know, Summers, Autumn, Slump Success, you know, SSG Kobe.
Yeah.
There's just there's way too Young Chris, you know what I mean? Like I can really like name like 50 people, and it's
Exactly.
just, you know, and it's just it's hard to really narrow it down. But
Exactly.
I guess, yeah, I'm just a really big fan of the underground wave right now, as far as right now. But all time, if you know me, if you want to get to know me, bro, yeah, he already knows.
You already
My
know,
favorite
man.
artist of all time is XXXTentacion, and like, it's just, we can also like have a whole podcast of just talking about X, like, but I mean, he's really just like probably my biggest inspiration, like ever. Just the person he was, his story, his character development, and then obviously his music. So I mean, X got to be number one, and then Kanye.
Can't go wrong there.
Yup, Kanye the GOAT, and then Tyler the Creator for
Can't
sure.
go wrong there either.
Tyler the Creator like really shaped who I am today. And then 4, Mac Miller, and then 5 probably Playboy Cardi, honestly.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
When they were all coming up, Cardi and the underground and everything, I was in middle school. And since then I've been a big Uzi and Cardi fan, but I really like
1629, shout out.
Yeah, that's never dropping ever in life. But oh yeah, also I don't want to forget. I remember you were at the forum. I didn't see you there, but I saw you on my TikTok after when you were interviewing Violet Myers. I did not know.
Hey man, shout out Violet Myers,
But
bro.
what's crazy is shout out my boy Josh in the background again. We were in the pit, and I think this is before. Was it before Ken came on, or was it Cardi?
That is so funny.
We were in the little pit, and she was right there.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was like, Violet Myers. I was like, who is that?
Nah,
I was
bro,
like,
facts.
who is that?
Nah, bro, Violet is a real fucking vamp, bro.
Yeah,
like, they don't know.
vamp,
She
for
a real
real.
vamp. No, shout out Violet Myers, bro.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna say too much, but shout out Violet
No,
Myers.
but she really was the one that like kind of like blew me up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Pause.
I remember.
But she actually kind of did like
Got
people
you
really
going.
would recognize me like from interviewing her.
Yeah, I think that might have been my first time seeing
Yeah,
her,
facts,
honestly,
bro.
yeah.
Like people really would be like, yo, I saw you on TikTok interviewing Violet Myers. I was like, yep.
And then I remember I actually physically saw you at the Smokers Club Festival.
Okay,
I
fire.
didn't go to you. I don't know why I didn't go to you then, but I saw you. I think this is before Homicide Game.
Okay,
So
yeah,
on that,
yeah.
you know where I'm talking
Yep,
about.
that
grassy
stage, yep.
area, yeah. So it's just a small world. How I've been in the same area as you
Right.
3 times, and you know what I'm saying. But now we're here. But when you were mentioning your favorite underground artists, I remember also in the vlog, our generation vlog, we talked about it. How that day before I was watching DC the Don's PSA music video, and you were actually in it. Right, so shout out to DC the Don, because I used to watch him back when he used to be on YouTube with Sad Frosty and Chark and all
Facts,
of them.
bro.
But I want to talk about, because I really like DC the Don's music and just his personality. And I know you said that, I think you said like, oh, you'll have to tell him that I'm a big fan of him. But I want to talk about that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how is that relationship? Because I know you're cool with DC the
No,
Don. How is
DC,
that?
bro, DC the Don and his entire team, like honestly, like DC the Don is like, it's crazy because I haven't even done a crazy video with him yet. I'm kind of waiting on that. But bro, like he was one of the first artists that like I really got connected with. But just like him, like us being just cool with each other. Him and his team, him and his creative team, like his manager Brand is really cool. The whole Outlaw team. They're really cool people, man. But like DC is like genuinely one of the best people I've ever met. Like he's a really good dude. Like super, and he's talented as fuck. Like you know what I mean?
Crazy.
One of the best, like to me, one of the best artists out right now, and it's
super underrated
exactly,
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite DC song?
Oh man, all time probably Wait Your Turn.
I'm me personally. I like Ball Player a lot.
Oh, super
and
fire,
I like The Legend of Zelda too.
Okay,
those two are
Can't
fire.
go wrong with those. Hell
Yeah, but it was just a crazy story because it was like everything was just happening on purpose. Because that day before the day I met him was when I had watched that video, and I remember watching the video and I was like, dang, I was like, I hope Emwell is there. I'm gonna try and speak to him and then like look
Manifest it, bro.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but. If you can, I don't want to beg or anything, but if you can, tap in with DC for me because like he's really been an inspiration.
Of course.
I even mentioned him in one of my earliest podcasts. I was talking about fashion and style,
right?
And I mentioned that how DC influences me in that area
right.
because he like proportions his body. He proportions his body well, like just him being tall and everything. I think that's fire. So yeah, getting back into like music and stuff like that. Now you mentioned X all time, Kanye. What are some of your favorite albums all time? That you could like, let's say someone had said you can only listen to 5 albums for the rest of your life.
Fuck.
What are the?
Wow.
Well, we can narrow it down. 3 albums for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I don't know. It's like, cause, fuck, bro, 5 albums like forever. That's insane. I mean, Question Mark by X, like that album changed my life.
Classic.
For sure.
Was that after he passed or before?
No, that was before. That was like that.
That's the one that has Sad and stuff.
Yup. That's the album that went #1 before he passed away. And like that album was just like such a genuine raw piece of work that he just put out with so many different styles, and I really liked it a lot, man.
R.I.P. to X,
bro, for real. Like it just goes to show like the potential he had with that album, and yeah, man. So Question Mark by X probably. Damn, bro, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like go through my phone, but like probably that. People are gonna hate on me, but like honestly, bro, I don't give a fuck. Whole Lot of Red, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Whole Lot of Red.
Boy, I was hoping you would say that too.
Let me say Whole Lot of Red all time. I don't give a fuck.
got Whole Lot of Red is top 5 best rap albums. Albums all time. Yes. I swear to God, that's in my top 5.
No, A Whole Lot of Red is fucking legendary.
It's a great body of work.
For real. I don't know. Whole Lot of Red. Man, Yeezus probably. Yeezus by Kanye. Man, I'm trying to think. Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi probably.
Kid Cudi. That was his first studio album, right?
Yup. That one's a classic. And then 5, man, probably Wolf by Tyler the Creator. Yeah,
that's a solid 5 right there. Yep. I'm not gonna lie. That's
I mean, it's hard, but like that's probably my 5. Yep.
Now, me personally, I would say for 5, I would say Whole Lot of Red. The first 3 Uzi projects, so Love Is Rage, Perfect Love Tape, and then Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World. So that's 4. That's 4 right there.
3 Uzi albums, I love.
I know that's just I gotta listen to Uzi.
I love that. Yeah.
I would probably say that 5th one's kind of hard. I don't.
Yeah. Everything else is tied for 5th.
Everything else is tied for 5th, but I need those 4. I guess I could go self-titled Playboy Cardi.
Okay,
so I guess I just got
fire.
straight 1629 in my top 5. But I think that's fine. Definitely. And anyone that says Whole Lot of Red is trash, listen again, bro.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's
It's been like 2. It's been like 2 years. You're still hating on a Whole Lot of Red. Like
exactly. On, and bro, when I was at the Forum and at that concert, that was one of the best nights ever. Not even trying to be on Cardi's meat, but that was one of like the best.
Nah, bro, Cardi shows are different. I don't care.
Different. And even when Ken came out, it was like you could feel the vibe in your soul. That's how loud it was, and it was a great day. But kind of saying that, speaking about the concert, I want to transition that into a question I have for you. What's some dream concerts? What's some people in person that you haven't seen in person that you want to see? Me personally, I haven't seen Uzi in person. I want to see him in person, but I've really seen all the people who I want to. Absolutely. But what about you? What are some people that you want to see?
I mean, really just going for it all. Kanye, obviously.
Yeah, Kanye.
I mean, that'd be too crazy. But Kanye, Uzi for sure. Mm-hmm. Kanye, Uzi. I'm really trying to think, bro. Probably Tyler too. Mm-hmm. Definitely want to talk to Tyler.
Yeah, the 3 of them are very good performers.
Yeah, exactly. And then. I'm trying to think. I'm not really sure. Cudi probably. As far as just like big artists, but like as far as like the underground, like I've already kind of seen everyone. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna go with those 4. Probably Uzi, Cudi, Kanye, and then Tyler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
For
So I
sure.
think that's a fire list. Uzi's just at the top of my list, and it's the field. But
Yeah,
but
bro. No, Uzi's one of the goats, bro. For real. Like,
the GOAT, in my opinion. The GOAT.
I love
all
it.
time.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's fire. I want to also ask you, like, because obviously music, just with everything you do, it's your career. It's like, even though you don't make music, it's your career revolves around music. So I want to ask you, like, what does music genuinely, deeply mean to you? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a deep meaning to a lot of people, but what does it mean to you?
I mean, bro, like I think for me, it's everything outside of the music, bro. It's the fans, the culture. You know, like in music, it's a community. It's like and like I said, like it's like the music is obviously really good. It's important. It's how people get connected. But to me, it's all about like the connection you make with the people around it, who are fans of it. Also, like, oh, like you know what I mean? Like, oh, you like Whole Lotta Red. Also, like I fuck with Whole Lotta Red. Like you know what I mean? We're gonna be friends. Like shit like that. I guess so. What music means to me, it's the community. It's building community with people who are just like you.
Right.
But I mean, and also just, you know, whatever music you listen to, you can also resonate with the lyrics and and there's just the different sounds and however it makes you feel. I'm all about the feeling and the community of the fans. So
definitely, I think
really
that's
what it is,
fire. Me personally, I would kind of just second what you said. Is like, it's the people that you meet, it's the bonds, connections that you make over it.
Exactly.
And I think music really inspires me. Like, even though I'm not an artist, because I can't rap, can't sing at all, but
Neither can I.
it's just something I can't do. But so yeah, shout out to all the rappers, because
Yeah,
rapping's
bro.
harder.
But that's why we cover it. We don't
that's
make
why
it.
we cover it. We don't make
Hey, bro,
it. But
coaches don't play. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. But I think just music for me, it inspires me a lot. It gives me a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It, like I said, it inspires me. Like, even this podcast, people like Destroy Lonely, people like Lancey, watching interviews from them, listening to their music, how focused they are on their goals and trying to be the best creative they can be. It inspires me in this podcast, you know what I'm saying, to do, you know what I'm saying? Just, it really serves as inspiration in that. Like picking back off what you said, the connections that you make are timeless, you know what I'm saying? Me and my closest friends have bonded over music. So
Exactly.
I just think definitely music is awesome. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, you know, back home, like, you know, I love a lot of my friends, but it's like a lot of my friends weren't really as tapped in as I was into like this kind of like music as much as I am, like, you know.
Most people aren't.
Exactly. But it's like you go online and it's like you get connected with all these people who are just like you. Like, I'm literally one of those people who would comment on like a rapper's Instagram picture, or like just be in those Discords, those Reddit pages, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean by like the community around it.
Definitely. That's fine. So one last thing I want to ask you, kind of under the umbrella of our generation and music. I want to ask you, what's a dream interview for Emwell that you want to sit down and talk with? Now, I can let you think about that, but me personally, this is a far like idea, but I would love to get Lancey on my podcast, sit down and talk with him.
Right.
Lonely, of course. Uzi, of course. I would say Cardi, but Cardi's not really a good speaker like that. He's kind of just quiet, so I don't know if that would be a good conversation.
I mean, he just don't talk anymore.
He's not a talkative person, but those three definitely. And then I would love to sit down with like Kanye, LeBron,
absolutely,
Kyrie Irving, people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Athletes too.
Athletes too.
For sure.
But I want to ask you, what's a dream interview for you? And it doesn't even have to be music. It could be anybody, any celebrity.
It could just be anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's interesting you say that because, like, eventually I'm trying to expand my career. I'm trying to interview, like, more people. I'm trying to interview, like, not just music artists, but I'm trying to start my own podcast, like, eventually, too.
You should, man.
I know I really should. There's just a lot of things going on.
Start it after you leave here. Start it right now. Start planning and everything. Yeah.
I got you. But, man, as far as, like, a dream, I mean, like you said, bro, like, Cardi, even if he doesn't really talk anymore, probably Tyler, too. Cardi, Tyler, Kanye, like, Cudi. And I mean, they're not here anymore, but Juice WRLD.
That would have been
Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, like, you know what I mean? All those people, like, that would have been a dream interview. But as far as, like, like non-artists, I mean, he's not here either, but Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like,
Kobe. I see the tattoo. Yeah, the 824 tattoo.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Kobe, though.
Yeah, man, R.I.P. the GOAT. But, I don't know. That's hard to answer because it's like, There's so many people out here, man. Like I'm trying to interview them all. I'm trying to have a conversation with them all, you know.
Definitely, I think that's fire. And one day, let's manifest this like how I manifested this interview.
Exactly.
We gonna get those interviews one day, even if it's just a sit down conversation. We gonna get it one day. But yeah, so kind of transitioning. I actually didn't have this plan, but I feel like it would be a shame of me to not bring it up. You came with a very good fit on today, and so I don't know how much you know about me, but I'm someone that's kind of what I based this podcast off of, was fashion, music, sports, motivation, things of that nature.
That's cool. So you're doing it all.
So yeah, I'm very into fashion. I feel like we need to bring that. People like me need to bring underground, quote unquote, underground fashion more to light, as opposed to just wearing, regular stuff. So I want to talk to you about, one, you can run down your fit a little bit.
Yeah.
And then two, because I've seen you've modeled for some brands and stuff like that. So you can just talk about your views on fashion and your perspective.
Absolutely. I mean, bro, fashion is how you express yourself, It's how you stand out. We talked about it earlier, but, that's why I dye my hair like different colors. And like, I don't know. It's very telling, like, people might disagree with this, but it's telling how you dress, to me, in my opinion, and like, because it really is how you express yourself, like that chill ass kid that's like running around his neighborhood with just shorts and a shirt and like flip flops, like he's probably just a chill ass kid, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like, you know what I mean? But like, you look at a guy like Cardi who's like got his face paint, like all this a whole black fit. Like you can see a lot from what he's wearing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I guess like my fashion sense is just like very like colorful. Just like I said, man, I'm just trying to stand out. But
you're doing a good job.
I know. I'm trying. But like I said, I really like colors. Yeah, bro. I decided to go with this fit today because. I don't know. I'm really into like the earth tones right now.
Yeah, earth tones.
The earth tones. I like khaki too. So I got this khaki Converse, these green pants that I thrifted, and then this Unity shirt. There's just a whole bunch of people in here.
Good message. Great message. We gotta all stay united.
We all gotta keep it. We all gotta be together. You know what I mean? Unity. Because we're all in this shit together, bro.
Exactly.
We're all literally the same, like straight up. But yeah. I don't know. I'm not good at describing my fit, but like, you did. I got some jewelry around here. I got these bracelets from a thrift store. Like I said, I like colors a lot. And then this bracelet right here. This is actually a long-lived Sad Frosty bracelet.
Yes,
right
R.I.P. Sad Frosty.
Yeah, shout out the homie Katie. She made this for me.
Yeah, I think it's fire though. Good fit right here.
And I got this purple necklace that I got from the thrift store also.
So thrift store has really been supplying.
Yeah, no, really though. I try to look as goofy as I can, and I just get a bunch of shit together, and I make it work.
I know, I like it. Specifically in your outfit, I like your Chucks.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen those, especially high top too.
Yes, sir.
And I like the Unity shirt. We gotta all stay united. But
exactly.
I like that. And then your necklace, I like that too. But yeah, so I think that's fire. And once you speak a little bit on the brands that you've modeled for. Because I'm sure they're underground brands. But
I mean, dude, I've modeled for a lot of them, but like I honestly just really like supporting, just local brands and like up and coming brands. You know what I mean? Like when I reach a point and I like reach a certain status where I'm big enough, like I want to put on like different brands. Like I don't want to rock designer and shit. Like I want to rock I want to rock people's like good people's brands because these are real people. It's like I don't want to be that guy that's just that sells out and just rocking Balenciaga all day.
Never.
I mean?
You want to stay with people who actually
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. But yeah, man, all the brands I've shot for, like all really good people. You can check out my Instagram and like look at the tags and stuff like that.
Exactly. So to piggyback on that, support your friends, man. Don't be quick to give these millionaires money.
Exactly,
so,
bro.
Support your friends, because we're all just trying to make it.
That's
and people like
obviously
Balenciaga is not alive anymore, but people like that company, everything like support people who are trying to get to that point.
100%.
Support goes a long way. So yeah, definitely. So that's all I really want to touch on about fashion. So before we're kind of getting towards the tail end of the podcast, but I just want to ask you, what are some of your goals? Like, where does Emwell see himself in 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Because you're on the right track, and I'm trying to go on track you're on. But like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's hard. It's a hard question to answer because I'm trying to stay as present as I can.
Exactly. That's all you can do.
And just
live
really
in the moment.
Enjoy the moment. Yeah. I mean, I'm really just trying to be an inspiration to everyone, man, because I really am just a normal like kid from San Diego who had a dream of interviewing his favorite rappers, and just just being involved in the culture in some way and pushing the culture forward in my own way. I just, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
I think you're already doing it, because
Yeah.
I can't give you your flowers enough, because I'm not gonna lie, before I even opened my mouth and we started talking with each other at the Lindsay show,
Yeah.
like I just know how it is with people who have kind of already a fan base, and people are already established in the industry. It's like not everyone's willing to come to you and come do a podcast. So I just want to give you your flowers and say I'm very appreciative for you.
Thank
and
you so
hopefully
much.
this video, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
everyone, your people can
I
see
really
how I
appreciate
am,
it.
and my people can see how you are, because I think it's definitely dope to see you,
Yup.
and you know what I'm saying. And we all, like I said earlier, we all trying to blow up. We all trying
Exactly.
to just support goes a long way.
Exactly.
Definitely.
No,
So just wanna say
I really appreciate it. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know, back to what I was saying. I didn't even answer the question, my bad. but what I was saying is, because I get fucking sidetracked and stuff. But either way, I really appreciate it. But you were saying like where I see myself in 5 years. I don't really know, bro, because I'm honestly just trying to be an inspiration to a lot of people. I'm literally just one of you. That's my message, bro. I'm one of you. We're all in this shit together. And like, I don't really know where I see myself in 5 years, because I'm just trying to enjoy the moment right now.
Definitely. So I think that's the best way to live. But also, you want to plan, but you definitely want to live in the moment, because that's the only thing we can do. We can't think about tomorrow. We can only think about right now. So I think that's fire. So like I like to do at all the end of my podcast, I want to just leave off with some motivation. So I can go first to let you think about what you want to say. But my motivation for the day, I guess, would just be, I don't want to say the cliche stuff like I always say, like just be yourself. But I would just, this actually, since he's here, I would just want to say network. Like, you never go to places, like even when you, because I'm an extroverted introvert at times. Like, I know how to speak with people, but sometimes I like to be in my own space. But like, it really has, the voice in my head tells me that I have to go to stuff so I can meet people, because you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who might like something about you, and you never know where that can take you. And like, look at us now. Now I'm sitting here with someone who's played a big role in what I'm doing right now. So I just want to say, network. Talk to people. Don't be scared to open your mouth, because closed mouths don't get fed. So yeah, that's my inspiration for the day. What about you?
My inspiration for the day. Man, that's such a, there's a lot. Cause I think about this shit all the time, but like, my inspiration for the day is, just continue to ride. I say this in all of it, but just continue to ride your wave, and whatever you're on right now, just keep pushing that until you're at a still point. And when you're at a still point, like, you know, go the other way and try to get out of your comfort zone, and really try to, cause like when you like, that's the reason why I'm doing everything I'm doing right now. I was too comfortable, and I had to get out of that, cause when I was at a still point, I was in a dark place, and so I had to evolve past that. And you just gotta keep going, bro, for real. Like,
Definitely.
You really like you said, like it's cliche, but like you really do just gotta keep going. Get out of your comfort zone, but also just ride your wave, man. Like whatever you're on right now, it can inspire you to do something else in the future. So just, I know that was like 3 different messages.
You're good. I'm listening. I'm good.
But yeah, it's just, you know, you don't really need anyone's advice. It's just continue to ride your wave, and just keep going, I guess.
Definitely. So I hope that whoever's watching, and if you made it this far, shout out to you. But I hope that you guys can take what I said and what Emwell said and apply it to your life, because, you know what I'm saying, you never know where you could be if you open your mouth, and you never know where you could be if you keep riding your wave and then switching lanes when you need to, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you to you. It's been a pleasure,
For
man.
real, no, I had a really good time, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love having genuine conversations.
Thank you,
It didn't even
definitely.
feel like an interview, you know.
And even maybe a year or two from now, when we get established and get on our next wave,
Oh, yeah.
I have to have you come back on here so we could chat again. But
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna stay connected with you, because I really, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you and everything. But yeah, so just for the people that's watching, shout out your social medias again, anything you have going on.
Yeah, man.
they can see.
Yeah, bro. My name's Emwell from Our Generation Music. You can follow me on everything at Emwell _ EMWELL. So yeah, man. Just tap in, see my work. If you like it, go follow. Go support me. If you don't, that's okay. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. So thank you. That's been another episode for JAYDEN HANZY Talks. We're gonna be here the Monday after this, and then the Monday after that. So I appreciate y'all.
No, but before we go, like I really appreciate what you're doing right now.
Thank you, bro.
No, seriously, like you're saying, I'm inspiring. Like, this is inspiring. You know what I mean? What you're doing right now is very inspiring. Like,
Thank you for real, man.
Because like you're really doing like what like I was trying to do when I was 18. You know what I mean? Because I was not doing this. You know what I mean? And like that's the beautiful part about this generation right now is that a lot of these young kids are becoming creators and they're becoming the media. You know what I mean?
Gotta take over the narrative.
And they're like they're about to start, you know, their own shit. Cause like man, like a lot of these older heads right now, they're just, you know, they're behind on that. But like we run the culture right now, and like you're doing your part. So I just want to say I'm proud of you and congratulations on everything you're doing. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna do in the future.
Definitely, likewise. Same here. Can't wait to see how you can continue to grow. And we in this together. Like your shirt says, we are united. We in this together. But thank y'all for everyone for watching. Go turn him up on Instagram, YouTube, all that. Same with me. Go turn me up if you've never met me before. I appreciate everyone. I love you guys all, and I'll see you next time. You got anything you want to say real quick?
No.
All right, see y'all next week.